The world seems to be worried with the third wave of the COVID pandemic hitting nooks and corners. The third wave of rapid outbreaks has come amid a huge relief that the spread of the disease was gradually declining. With this, the hope that completion of vaccine drive would decrease the spread of the disease has also been dashed to a large extent. In a deep sigh, we are forced to believe that vaccines will reduce the severity of the disease and reduce the risk of comorbidities. But what is happening around us right now? Now that I have your full attention, let me, Athira AR, take you to the current situation. Countries, including superpowers that declared themselves to be officially free of COVID and proclaimed themselves to be safe, saying a big no to using masks in public, are in an alarming situation as the third wave hits the world. In the United States, if there was an average of 80,000 people infected with COVID a month ago, then now there are up to 1 million cases a day. The concern has increased with the discovery of a new variant in France, which spreads faster and more intensely than Omicron. Here comes another twist. Researchers at the Mediterranean Infection Unit in Marseille, France, found the new virus, IHU, called EHU. The highly mutated Omicron variant of SARS-CoV-2, the B.1.640.2 variant EHU, have undergone 46 mutations and have a capability to attach to the cells. With the addition of this variant with Omicron, the possibility of lockdown is increasing. In India, the third wave came unexpectedly. That too in Delhi, when the worst hit capital was returning to normalcy. Delhi, which saw 50 to 60 cases in the beginning of December, has now crossed 10,000 cases a day. The positivity rate has reached 10%. Delhi is forced to implement a weekend curfew and partly work from home. Kerala's neighboring states, including Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, have also imposed weekend curfews. Schools are being closed in Bengal and Punjab. However, the Kerala Education Minister on Thursday said that schools in Kerala will not be closed any soon. On the other hand, in Uttar Pradesh, where elections are imminent, the Indian National Congress has announced a 2-week adjournment of public meetings. The BJP is also cancelling rallies. In India, as on Friday, 117,000 new cases and 302 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours. All this suggests that the country may need a lockdown soon, at least partially. In the last few months, most of the COVID victims in India are in Kerala. It is not clear whether the state is experiencing a second wave or a third wave. Kerala is a state where 52.5 lakh people have already been affected by COVID. About 50,000 died. The confirmation rate is currently 6.75%. Currently, if one person in a household turns COVID positive, the people having primary contacts go in quarantine but fail to undergo tests. Considering this, the number of confirmed cases and the confirmation rate will be much higher than those reported at present. Although not all of the patients have been tested, there has been a steady increase in the number of patients for the past few days. On January 2nd and 3rd, the number was below 3,000. It took a steady rise to 3,640 on 4th, and 4,801 on 5th, and 4,649 on the 6th of January. This is in a way proving that COVID intensifies in winter in Kerala. This, in a way, proves that COVID intensifies in winter. In Kerala, this is the busiest time of the year with festivals, cultural events and other functions. Kerala on Friday registered fresh Omicron cases, taking the total tally to 284, while 4,649 people on Thursday turned COVID positive, State Health Minister Veena George said. Another 17 COVID deaths were reported. George said that out of the 280 Omicron cases, 186 came from low-risk countries, 64 from high-risk countries, while 30 were primary contacts. In the last 1 week, 6 states, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Delhi, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, have reported a massive spike in the active COVID cases, along with the daily COVID case load. Meanwhile, the head of the World Health Organization warned on Thursday against describing the Omicron variant as mild amid a tsunami of cases, overwhelming health systems across the world. Booster after booster in a small number of countries will not end the pandemic, while billions remain completely unprotected, he emphasized. Just like what was done in the northern states and neighboring states like Karnataka, Kerala should impose strict measures, including blocking large gatherings and taking adequate measures to keep social distancing norms and other things into account to avoid such a setback in the future. There is generally a lack of compliance with the code of conduct, such as social distancing, wearing of masks, and use of sanitizer. In Kerala, it is a continuation of the second wave, as there is a threat of the third wave in Kerala, with the Omicron variant entering into the scene without a break, shows that care must be taken to ensure that the lockdown does not happen again for any reason. Stay safe, but ensure a distance.